What's up, everybody? Yeah. Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. Boom. Good to see you guys. We are now live streaming on YouTube, on X, and LinkedIn is slowly making its way on over, and we appreciate that. Also, our audio podcast, the Mike Dolce Show audio podcast on iTunes, on Spotify, and everywhere you watch marginal podcasts, we will be there. Today's topic is calories. Counting calories, cutting calories, calories. And I want to be controversial while at the same time being honest and using common sense. Well, what am I talking about? Well, stop cutting calories. If you want to lose weight, I'm going to tell you, stop cutting calories. Just enough with it already, right? Just stop. What's up, Paul? Good to see you. Double Paul, two Pauls in the house. Stop cutting calories. I'm going to explain this here in a minute. If you want to lose fat, stop cutting calories. Everybody knows the first law of thermodynamics, right? Let me try and, I don't know, look like a dork here. The first law of thermodynamics everyone talks about. All the eggheads talk about. All the fitness wannabes talk about. They keep talking about the first law of thermodynamics, yet everyone keeps getting fatter, and everyone knows the first law, and everyone keeps cutting calories, and everyone keeps getting fatter. Why is this? Everyone keeps getting less healthy. Why is this? Everyone keeps cutting calories, but people are getting fatter, weaker, and less healthy. So maybe it's not cutting calories. Maybe cutting calories doesn't actually work, right? This is something that we've been saying for decades. Cutting calories simply doesn't work. And let me explain. I'm going to give you a very basic example. You have a beautiful fire engine red Ferrari sitting in your driveway. One of the most pristine machines ever created. And this beautiful machine is just ready to be pointed in a direction and go as far and fast as possible. Sounds great, right? Well, that Ferrari is your body. Now, picture this. How far and fast can that machine go if you are restricting the fuel you give it? How far and fast can your body go if you are restricting the fuel you give it? Think about that. Now, let's think about this. I'm not a car guy. I really don't know a lot about cars. I could do an oil change on the older model. Well, the tech now, you need a computer sciences degree to do an oil change on most vehicles now. But I know enough about cars to know that if I was racing a Formula 500 car around a track for millions of dollars, I wouldn't tell my pit crew, make sure you fill the gas tank with the lowest quality fuel possible, as long as you give me the same 20 gallons Because if the gas tank, let's say, fits 20 gallons, would you want 20 gallons of the lowest quality fuel or 20 gallons of the highest quality fuel? Which type of gas will yield the best possible performance? Well, you know that. Because if you have a car, when you drive up to the pump, if you have the money in your pocket, you will get the higher quality fuel. And your mechanic will say, oh, you're using that cheap fuel. That's why your car's dinging and running so shitty. You gotta use the better fuel. That's why you get all the breakdown and all the sediment, and your car just sounds like shit and drives like shit because you're throwing shit fuel into it. The gas tank's the same size. You're filling it up. Give me 20. Right? Now, these are not strained metaphors. These are really simple metaphors a 4-year-old will understand. But I got to ask you, if these metaphors make sense with your car, why would you think they don't make sense inside your body? If you want to take your body as far and fast as possible, if you want to use your body to its utmost performance ability, should you underfuel your body? Should you underfuel your body and undernourish your body with the lowest possible fuel quality? I mean, it's simple stuff, right? It's simple stuff on purpose. I'm not trying to make this hard for anybody. There's no gotcha. There's no trick question here. And I will take any PhD can sit down and we can have this conversation. When I say stop cutting calories, stop. Start focusing on the quality of the calories you consume. So instead of filling your gas tank halfway with low quality fuel, let's just switch to the highest quality fuel first. Just like the car, the higher the quality fuel, the better the car performs, the farther and faster it goes on less total fuel. Think about that. The higher the quality fuel, just like the Formula 500, right? Just like NASCAR, just like all the professional race teams, they use the highest quality fuel because they know that fuel will take that car farther and faster per ounce, per liter, per gallon than lower quality fuel. So if you started eating higher quality fuel, high quality single ingredient whole foods, you would be able to take your body farther and faster at a lower caloric ceiling. If I had a microphone, I would drop it. I'll take my little foam roller and I'll drop it. Does this not make sense? Does it not make sense? It makes sense. It makes perfect sense, right? That's why it drives me nuts to see these fake fitness influencers that simply care about clickbait content talking about the first law, 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 the first law. That's bullshit. And even then, we can argue against the first law with regards to the human organism, because there's so much more that goes into this. A calorie is not a calorie. We know that. We know that. A calorie is not a calorie based upon the food source it comes from, based upon the individual physiology of the organism consuming it. There are so many factors to consider. A calorie is not a calorie. But even then, we will say that the highest quality food, the highest quality fuel is always going to by far exceed the performance benefits of the low quality food or fuel. Right? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. So when I say stop cutting calories, just stop cutting fucking calories. I'm so sick of it. Back in 2011, hold on. Actually, I have it right here. Back in 2011, we wrote this book. Don't count calories, make calories count. The Dolce Diet Living Lean book. It's actually a really good book. It's the #1 international bestseller in 5 countries, which is crazy. Insane. We actually beat The Help, the Oprah Book Club book, in week 1 because we came out the same week. That's beside the point. But I got a lot of heat, a lot of confusion. On the front cover of the book, it says, don't count calories, make calories count. That's 2011. That book came out. 2011. Here I am in 2025. I'm still saying the exact same thing. Don't count calories, make calories count. Why is this? Like, I'm me and you, we're just chatting here. Why is this? Is it because it doesn't work? Do we think it doesn't work? Or am I just simply telling you the truth? Because I know that it works. I've proven for 25, almost 30 years, working with the world's greatest athletes and holding a 100% success ratio. I have the highest success ratio in the history of combat sports. And I'm the one that's saying, don't count calories, make calories count. People say, how many calories you eat? I don't know. I don't know how many calories. I don't know how many calories I eat. I don't know. How many calories should I eat? I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. Who cares about the calories? Let's focus on the quality of the nutrition you eat. How about that? How about when we focus on the quality of the nutrients we consume? We are getting far more nutrition per calorie than the low quality food. Does that make sense? So if I'm eating the most pristine single ingredient healthful whole foods, by and large, single ingredient healthful whole foods, we're eating what we say is earth grown nutrients, food born of this planet, devoid of synthetic toxic chemicals in man's grubby little fingers. Just the healthiest of food on the planet. That's all we're eating to the best of our ability to do so. We're avoiding all the processed and ultra processed, hyper palatable, synthetic toxic foods that are high calorie, low nutrient. Instead, we're saying eat high nutrient and low moderate calorie foods. Therefore, you get the most nutrition per calorie than any other food or food-like product on the planet. So then, stay with me here. So then, if we're now getting maximal nutrient density per calorie, we then won't have to eat as many total calories to fill our nutritional needs. Therefore, our body will not keep sending the biochemical hunger signal because it's nutrient deficient. And that's what happens. The body is very smart, much smarter than you or I. We can't hack the body. There's no hacking the body. The body is always talking. It's always sending signals. It's always telling us what it needs. And far too many people are so disassociated with their own bodies, they don't know what their body needs. And then they listen to some charismatic charlatan on social media that might have nice abs and a steroid syringe sticking out of their butt, who will tell them, eat liver with your human teeth that are not made to eat raw liver, by the way. Your teeth will literally fall out of your face if you eat raw liver, raw anything, raw meat for a few days in a row. It's a whole nother bullshit. But if we go back to just, we're not counting calories. We're not cutting calories. We're not focused on calories anymore. We're focused on the quality of the food we eat. Now, we're going to prioritize protein-rich foods, protein-dense foods. We're going to prioritize that. We're going to prioritize a wide variety of produce, fruits and vegetables. Yeah, it's true. Don't let your primal carnivore animal-based charlatan tell you any different. We're going to prioritize clean burning carbohydrates because you and I as humans, well, we're glycolytic beings, which means we need glucose. Glucose is the most efficient fuel source in the human body. So efficient, in fact, that your body actually has its own safety mechanism to create its own glucose if you're too dumb, well, not too dumb. In the modern era, I'd say too dumb. But from past errors, unable to find carbohydrate-rich foods. So through the process of gluconeogenesis, your body actually creates its own glucose because it is the primary fuel source for the human body. Right? Does this all make sense? Like, are you with me right now? Now, did I say anything that's honestly controversial? No. Everything I've said is completely common sense. Right? So simple. So honest? Wait a minute. Time out. Time out. You got a fitness expert actually telling the truth and being honest? I understand why you might not be so appreciative of what I'm saying, because I'm being honest right now and I'm telling you the truth. That stop counting calories, stop cutting calories, stop worrying about calories, and simply focus on single ingredient, healthful, whole food in wide varieties, in moderate sized portions, and even intervals throughout your day. And then let your body just start to dictate what you should be eating based upon what you've just done. Are you recovering from that bout of activity, or what you're about to do? What are you going to do that you need some extra fuel for, or not? Should be eating a little bit more food or maybe a little bit less food. So now if we're saying we follow, let's say, the 4x4, the Dolce 4x4 plan, 4 meals, 4 times per day of moderate size and even proportion with the same space in between each meal, allowing for greater digestive efficacy, digestive system can just, empty itself out. You're eating just enough to get to the next meal, feel totally satiated, but never so full. You feel like light and quick all day long. Totally happy, totally satisfied. Digestion feels great. Imagine how much different life would be. Would you be counting calories at this point? Would you be cutting calories at this point? Would you need to? Or would you now be self-educating and reinforcing through experience the foods that actually feel best inside your body, that give you the greatest amount of energy and the lowest digestive dysfunction? And then when you look in the mirror and you step on the scale, oh my God, this is great. I lost 1, 2, 3 pounds this week. I look a little, I'm not as puffy as I used to be. Huh. And then a few weeks, a month or so later, you're like, oh, geez, my pants are really loose on me. This shirt is all baggy in the waist, huh? This is crazy. It's crazy. That's how it works, my friends. This is exactly how it works. I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. I'm telling you the truth. The end of a long day. Let me answer some questions here for you guys. Absolutely happy to do so. Let's see something else. All right. Hey, coach, just hold on. Go to the beginning. The beard is gone. Boom. Beard is gone, but I still look homeless somehow. How's that work? Paul, what's up in Derbyshire, UK? What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Right on. And that Marlene. What's up, Marlene? The cool dog walker. What's up? Good to see you. Right on. Dan, what's up, my man? The OG program at $10 a month. Awesome. This is thedolcediet.com. I want to know how I can upgrade to V2. If you simply go to the login button, and what will happen as you log in, you'll get a pop-up. Inside the pop-up, you'll see all the different options. Keep the exact same price you're paying right now, but everyone's getting onboarded to our brand new platform at thedolcediet.com, which is awesome. Everyone's getting onboarded. You have full access to the entire brand new platform, all the new features and tracking tools and all the brand new videos and all that cool stuff. And then there's a whole bunch of options that you have access to. So if you want to keep your exact same price you are grandfathered in, no worries. But if you wanted to upgrade to all the other new programs and things like that we have for, I think for like $7 more, you can upgrade to that, which is incredible. By the way, that's what everybody should be doing inside there. But as soon as you go to log in, you will see that, and that it'll all be right there for you. And I wanted to, for anyone else who might be interested, there you go. Go here. I put that link in there. Anyone who's interested, you can save 83% right now on our 12-month unlimited total body transformation platform. Every nutrition plan we have, every workout program, Shred Dad, Sculpt and Tone, Squats and Steak, Beach Mode, Body Armor, Beast Mode, I did Jacked and Stacked, Squats and Steak actually is being released next week, and it's fucking awesome. How to add 200 pounds to your back squat and 20 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks. The Squats and Steak program. Next week, everybody, that'll be out for anyone who cares. Yo. What's up, Monique? Right on. Good to see you. I appreciate you being here. BS says, hey, coach, came across your content a few weeks ago. Question on cardio. Is it worth it to stack fasted, hit, endless back-to-back? No. Or just have I do dedicated days. And I'll do like 2 days of list, 1 day of hit. Like my hit, I'll do like a Wednesday and a Saturday, or maybe just even a Saturday. Because my weightlifting, your other style of training is also a version of hit. Like weightlifting, that's hit. You think about it. You go really hard for 30 seconds to a minute in your set. Your heart rate goes from like 120, 130 up to like 150, 170. And then you have a minute or two break and your heart rate comes back down. So weightlifting is hit. It's interval training. We call it HIRT, high intensity resistance training, instead of high intensity interval training. BS says, I've been rocking the list and cleaned up the diet, down 6 pounds in 10 days. Freaking love it. Keep going, my friend. Carbs with every meal, most meals. Why not? Why not? Just don't overeat the carbs. Marlene says, it's true. It's how it works. It's how it works. This is how it works, right? We're not changing anything. We're just telling the truth here, which is so freaking rare. Just telling the truth. This is how it works. Stop cutting calories, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Dolce Show audience members, the audio podcast, make sure you have subscribed. If not, so our next episode, we have Dave Lee. Dave Lee is a savant of all things hormone health. We go down deep. So that episode will be out Monday with Dave Lee. We go down deep into TRT, HRT, melatonin. We get into a lot of supplementations, really pick Dave's great big brain. We have, so Dave Lee's coming on Monday. We have Jay Ferrugia. We've already recorded these. Dave Lee's recorded. Jay Ferrugia, the king of the hard gainers. Jay is freaking awesome. A good friend of mine. He just, we go down deep into the meathead side of strength training, weightlifting, all sorts of great stuff like that. A little bit of the rap music. Alan Cosgrove. Alan is an OG in the health and fitness space, multi-time cancer survivor, which is incredible. Owns one of the top gyms in all of the United States. As he's very, very popular gym. Men's Health and Muscle and Fitness. He's always ranked in one of the top gyms in the nation. We talk about programming, how to build programs, the type of program from like high school athletes to senior athletes, how we should be exercising as we go through life based upon our goals, how to run a gym, the gym business, a lot in the diet, fasted lists. And, we have a little bit of cool disagreement. So it's nice to hear that. Alan Cosgrove is absolutely incredible. We have Jason Poston coming up, IFBB professional bodybuilder, type 1 diabetic. That's going to be a great conversation. And Jay is, I think he runs or he's a high up in one of the HRT clinics. We're going to get in a lot of the peptides and things like that with Jay. So we got lots of really fun guests that we've already recorded, new guests coming up here on the Mike Dolce audio podcast. Appreciate you guys. If you don't follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, definitely jump over there. Even on X, I think we're streaming on X right now. Good to see you guys. Go through and do that. But the last thing is you can save 83% right now at thedolcediet.com. I would strongly suggest, of course, I'm going to suggest you go to thedolcediet.com or you click that link below at getthedolcediet.com. And let me see. Can I show this to you? I don't know if I can show this to you. If I can, I will. I don't know that I can. Can I get this out there? I think I can do it. No, I can't do it. Doesn't let me do it. Sorry. Maybe next time we'll see if we can get it going for you. I wanted to show you guys what the backside of the Dolce diet looks like. It's freaking incredible. Stop with that. Every meal, every recipe is personalized for you. Every workout, every set, every rep with video tutorials of every single exercise descriptions, all the background. The squats and steak program, as I had said, that's going to be out very soon. Also, that's going to be out next week, which is freaking awesome. You won't looking to add pounds of muscle. The squats and steak program is for you, but use that link, the get.thedolcediet.com link, which I put inside the chat. I don't want to oversell it. I just don't want you guys to miss out. We have an 83% discount. So basically you get an entire year of unlimited training for like a massive discount right now. I'm super stoked about it. But once this sale is over, we're just getting into the busiest sale time of the year, and we're going to take all these sales. We just can't do them right now. So now is the time to jump in, take great advantage, because once we go, then the prices are going to go up. The more programs we have out there, the price is going to go up. So we're trying to get as many of you guys grandfathered in as possible. Don't say I didn't give you the access to, because those of you who are hardcore, you listen to the Mike Dolce Show audio podcast. Click the link in the show note description. You guys, it's in the chats. It is actually in the description under these videos. I tell you guys, we don't do a lot of tons and tons of programming or marketing, promoting, I should say. We do a little bit in our email list. We do a little bit here, but you guys are the OGs. So you guys get all of these benefits. We don't like mass promote this stuff because people pay full price. The people who don't know us pay full price. The cold traffic pays full price. You guys are the insiders, the loyal ones, and then you always get the hookups and the discounts, which is why I wanted to share it with you. and make sure that you guys get in on it. All right, so it looks like that's the end of the questions. I appreciate you. Don't count calories, make calories count, right? That's what I say at like the end of every episode. Why do I say that? Is it because I don't think it, I don't agree with it, I don't do it? Come on. Let's stop with the nonsense. Let's make 2025 the year we stop listening to these idiot influencers. We stop with the nonsense. We stop with the gimmicks. We stop with the fads. We stop wearing our orange sunglasses indoor. We stop doing all the stupid stuff. We stop drinking methylene blue, all this other stuff, right? Let's just stop with the nonsense. And let's just start eating really good food, getting really good sleep, like letting the stress just roll off our shoulders, having really solid interpersonal relationships with the people we love, exercising vigorously, but, intelligently, doing things that are a little challenging, kind of hard, but we kind of enjoy, but not so often that we get hurt. And then let's just enjoy our lives, live our best lives. How does that sound? It sounds pretty good, right? Well, that's the stuff I'm going to keep talking about. I got to fix the lighting here. Like that light right there is like, it's like I'm being interrogated. But if I shut that light off, like half the gym goes off. So then it's like I'm like in this like hobbit cave. I look like Schmeagol in the background. So I got to figure out the lighting. But I wanted to jump on and say hi to you guys. I think that's it. Well, I appreciate you. Until next time, don't count calories, make calories count. Boom!